Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Gretchen's Vegan Bakery. Summer is in full swing and so is my garden. I grew a couple of zucchinis this year, so it was straight into the kitchen for my amazing, moist, delicious, and lower fat recipe for zucchini bread. This recipe is not only the best you will ever make, yes, I say that confidently, it also happens to be another no mixer required recipe. So if you have a large mixing bowl and some basic bakery pantry staples like coconut oil, actually any vegetable oil is fine, flour and sugar, and well, I usually like to use brown sugar for this recipe, but since I didn't have any, I'm going to make my own by adding in a couple of teaspoons of molasses. I am using applesauce for a portion of the oil that was in the original recipe, but if you don't have applesauce, don't sweat it. Just use more oil, or you can even sub in a mashed previously frozen banana too. That is a perfect substitute for oil in recipes like this. I will mention that you can make this into a carrot bread if you don't have zucchini. But then again, why would you have clicked on this video if you didn't have zucchinis in the first place? A blend of cinnamon, cardamom, and flax meal. Oh yeah, and some salt. Now again, if you don't have any or all of those ingredients I just named, don't sweat it. This is a very forgiving bread recipe. You'll also need some baking powder and baking soda, some egg replacer too, but honestly I just threw that one in for kicks. Is not going to make or break this recipe, believe me, especially if you have the flax addition. But I do explain everything in more detail at gretchensveganbakery.com, so just be sure to click over there to grab the recipe and so much more info about baking in general. Clickable links are below this video in the box. Okay, the zucchini from my garden is all shredded up. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I just wanted to quickly measure out in weight the zucchini so that there's no discrepancies. This is where folks may have different results in a recipe like this one. It's really the way we measure in cups measure that can have a severe difference in the intended outcome if you are heavier handed than the author of the recipe when measuring. I guarantee if you measure a cup of zucchini, you will have a different weight than I'm getting here. By using a predetermined scale weight for that cup of zucchini, you will get exactly the same result in the recipe and the final bread as I'm getting. And I am determining that weight of 1 cup of zucchini at 118 grams. Alright, so now to mix it up. Oh god, I've talked way too much already, but it's all really relevant information, and you guys know I am hell-bent on making sure you have no fail results every time. Okay, so into a large mixing bowl goes the oil, the sugar, well, my homemade molasses brown sugar that is, vanilla extract, and then the applesauce if you're using that. Next, the dry ingredients, and that's the flour, the flax, and all of those spices, the baking soda and baking powder, and the egg replacer. Sift it all in, and then stir it all up. You're definitely going to have to switch to a spatula here though, because as you can see, this batter becomes more like a cookie dough for a minute, but once you add in the shredded zucchini, it's going to loosen it right up. Oh, and by the way, I have sometimes added lightly roasted nuts like walnuts or pecans to this recipe. It's so good, but today I've left them out, so you can totally add up to, I'd say about a cup of nuts to this recipe if you so desire. Spread that into a greased loaf pan and get it into the preheated oven set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to bake it at 30 minutes at that temperature and then turn the oven temperature down to 325, and it's probably going to take another 30 to 35 minutes. And this baking time could vary slightly based on your oven, but you'll know it's done when a toothpick inserted comes out with moist crumbs and not raw batter. And for me, this bread took just about an hour total. Cool it in the pan until you can touch it with your fingers and not burn yourself, and then just flip it out to cool it the rest of the way. Now, just slice it up and serve it. Because this bread is so very low in fat compared to most breads of this nature, you don't have to feel so bad about spreading on some sweet and salty vegan butter. This recipe is so moist and delicious, and by the way, makes great muffins too. Just head over to Gretchen'sVeganBakery.com to grab the recipe. And remember, I have a bunch of variations over there for you too. So if you can't get the applesauce or the egg replacer or heck, even the flax meal, don't worry, I explain everything in detail on my blog as usual. So what are you waiting for? Get to the blog! But before you go, don't forget to thumb me up if you liked this video. And yeah, comment below and let me know what you think about zucchini bread. Most people have like a family passed down recipe for zucchini bread like I did, and this recipe actually became veganized from my mom's recipe for zucchini bread. So I absolutely love this recipe, and I really think you're going to as well. So yeah, I hope you'll subscribe here to my channel if you're not already. And oh yeah, also check out my latest vlog where I show you my super duper fantastic garden. And before I sign off, a great big sincere thank you to everyone who is here watching and commenting and liking and sharing my videos and recipes. And as always, the greatest and biggest thank you of all to my patrons on Patreon and my pals in PayPal for supporting this channel monthly. Okay, I think I'm done talking in this one. All right, you guys, until next time, happy vegan baking. Bye for now.